A major resource for pet owners in the Yakima area is gone after a 24-hour veterinary service is forced to close. And a new state law that went into effect New Year's Day could change the hiring process for Washington business owners.
And get ready for a cloudy, foggy morning. That fog should start to lift later today, and then get ready for afternoon showers. All the details in my First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Stacy Lee. Good morning to you. I decided to sport a little purple today for the Huskies.
For the Huskies' big win yesterday.
Big game last night. It was really exciting to watch. They almost lost it at the very end, but they pulled through. So.
Yeah, and we'll be getting into that later on Good Morning Northwest, but big game, and they've got an even bigger game coming up next week, which it's fantastic to see Washington representation going up to nationals.
Pretty cool. All right, let's talk about weather this morning. We've had so much fog, Riley, and it started really foggy again yesterday. Things are starting to look better, though. Let's peek outside right now on our Legends Casino Skycam. 37 degrees. We can actually see the lights of the city. Fog has lifted, at least in the Columbia Basin. That's not the case all through the region. Our feels like temp is 37. We have nothing as far as winds go this morning. So again, not a bad looking deal, but we do have a dense fog advisory from the Columbia River Gorge into the foothills of the Blues. That will expire today at noon, and we'll see improving air quality. Now, where we are seeing the fog this morning, Prosser seeing some low clouds and fog, as well as in the Kittitas Valley, Cle Elum to Ellensburg. Everybody else looking pretty good for a change. Right now, the temperatures outside in the next couple of hours staying in the 30s with some low clouds and fog still in the area. But look at Tri-Cities, first time we haven't seen fog in the forecast for a while, but look for those overcast conditions and we'll stay in the 30s. Fog lingering a little bit closer to the foothills of the Blues this morning, but again, lifting later on. So get ready. We'll see clearing in the afternoon. Scattered showers and even some mixed precip is possible. Get ready for some light mountain snow in the Cascades and along the east slopes of the Cascades. And an unsettled weekend, it looks like we might be getting a nice big snowstorm for the mountains. Much needed snow coming up over the weekend. I'll get to all the details in my First Alert weather forecast. Riley?
Thank you, Stacy. We have an update on one of the drivers involved in a two-vehicle crash in Kennewick last month. 82-year-old Suzanne Kimberlin was identified by the Washington State Patrol. On December 14th, Kimberlin was turning left onto Kennewick Avenue from State Route 395 southbound when she collided with another vehicle in the intersection. According to WSP, she died on December 23rd. State troopers say she failed to yield the right-of-way to the other vehicle involved in the crash. A Walla Walla man was arrested Sunday night after a short police chase. According to the College Place Police Department, 31-year-old Andre Solis of Walla Walla was arrested after an officer tried to stop a speeding vehicle in the 800 block of Northeast Rose Street in College Place just before midnight. The officer said Solis did not stop. Police say the officer pursued the vehicle. Solis continued to drive recklessly, and police considered he may be under the influence. Police say the vehicle eventually came to a stop in the area of Kenneth Street and South 4th Street in Walla Walla. They say he then tried to run from the area, but was caught in a nearby alley. Solis is currently in the Walla Walla County Jail on suspicion of DUI, attempting to elude, reckless driving, obstruction, and possession of a controlled substance. Authorities say Solis also had several warrants for his arrest, including one for a murder charge. 3 newly elected members are ready to be sworn into the Yakima City Council as they prepare for their first meeting of the new year tonight. With Assistant Mayor Sanaya Lund and council members Eliana Marcius and Holly Cousins leaving office, the new council will be taking a closer look at the future of the Aquatic Center at Martin Luther King Jr. Park, a project to bring a pool back to East Yakima that's been years in the making. $719,000 has already been authorized by the council for operation and maintenance for the 2024 budget. However, they're considering an ordinance at tonight's meeting to create a special fund to ensure all revenue from the Aquatic Center stays there.
As I leave this position, I am confident in the capable hands that will continue to guide our city forward. Change is inevitable. New voices and ideas bring fresh perspectives to the challenges that lie ahead.
Newly elected council members Leo Roy, Rick Glenn, and Reedy Berg will take the oath of office and vote on a new mayor and assistant mayor at the meeting, which will take place at 5:30 this evening. There's a shortage of veterinarians all across the country, but rural areas and 24-hour animal hospitals have been hit particularly hard. And now that problem is now hitting close to home with the closure of a local vet clinic. After 18 years in business, Yakima Pet Emergency Service announced last week it would be closing its doors at the end of 2023. Citing staffing challenges, Yakima Pet Emergency Service had already cut back hours and faced several unexpected closures in 2023 when their scheduled veterinarian for the day called in sick. Now the closest place for Yakima residents to get 24/7 pet care is Mid-Columbia Pet Emergency Services in Pasco, the closest animal hospital open 24 hours. Later on Good Morning Northwest, we'll see what federal lawmakers are doing to address the veterinarian shortage, as well as other emergency care options for pet owners. At the start of the new year, the state of Washington is ending pre-hire cannabis testing for most people. Advocates wanted to ensure that the use of a legally allowed substance outside of work doesn't stop you from getting a job. You can still be banned from using cannabis at work, and if there's an accident at work, your employer can still require you to get tested, or if there's suspicion you're under the influence on the clock. There are some industries that are exempt from this new state law. We'll go into what those are later on Good Morning Northwest. And the new year has officially begun, and many people are hoping to add a few healthy habits to their routine in 2024. The Children's Reading Foundation of the Mid-Columbia is hoping families will add reading to their lists. With their newest initiative, Resolution Read, the foundation is challenging parents to read with their children for 20 minutes every day in 2024. The Children's Reading Foundation is donating 12 books to 600 local families in support of that goal. Registration began on December 28th, and as of January 1st, 144 families had signed up.
If the child has 12 books, today, and they own them and they're theirs and they take ownership and they don't have to give them back to the library. They're not borrowed. They're brand new books. The ownership that the child feels and the motivation inspires them to want to read together.
This challenge has grown over the past few years. 200 more books will be donated than in 2023. Hanford Mission Integration Solutions is returning as a major sponsor and will be labeling and delivering 7,200 books through the month of January. You can register for the challenge at read20minutes.com. Cadlick welcomed its first baby of the year early Monday morning. Lua Kim was born at 5:30 on January 1st, 2024, weighing 7 pounds. She's the first child to parents Minbum Kim and Hannah Moe of Richland. Lua came 2 weeks early to become Cadlick's first baby of 2024. We'll return in just a moment, but first Stacy Lee joins us live now for another quick look at the weather.
That's right. Well, the fog is lifting in the Columbia Basin area, but we're still seeing foggy conditions in the Kittitas Valley. Drive safe this morning. More details in your First Alert full weather forecast.
And while new laws are set to go into effect this year in many states across the country, one of Idaho's most controversial laws has been stopped following the order of a federal judge. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months or save up to $2,500 on Rogue. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
At Furniture Row, a new year calls for a new...
Life's better when you're under our roof.
I won't cry.
Because when you feel protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 25%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Stan, where's Alice? She's supposed to stay with us.
Oh, shoot. Where could she?
Hey, everybody. I'm Alice. I'm new here. The new zipline ride looks so fun. You go back and forth. Awesome.
And we've lost control of the Alice situation.
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
I mean, she's a natural spokosaur who isn't tempted to eat anyone. You know, 'cause she's an herbivore.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today.
Come along as we travel to Priest Lake, Idaho, and meet some folks having fun with sled dogs.
Let's go.
It's a one-of-a-kind Fly the Northwest adventure you'll never forget.
We also do some racing.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
The CDC is warning respiratory illnesses are on the rise. The week before Christmas, more than 29,000 people were hospitalized with COVID-19. Another 15,000 were admitted for flu and thousands more with RSV. Wastewater analysis shows more COVID-19 in the environment than this time last year. COVID hospitalizations jumped 17% in 1 week. RSV is slowing in some parts of the country, but is still showing elevated hospitalization rates. One reason respiratory illnesses are up may be vaccination uptake is low this season. Experts recommended vaccinations and masks to help prevent getting sick. Insulin is becoming more affordable for millions of diabetics. Starting yesterday, Sanofi's Lantus will be capped at $35 a month for many patients. This is the most widely prescribed insulin in the U.S. In 2023, the nation's two other major insulin manufacturers, Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly, will also reduce their insulin prices. About 8.5 million Americans rely on insulin to survive. As many as 25% of patients haven't been able to afford their medicine. A controversial law banning gender-affirming care in Idaho will not go into effect this year. Idaho passed a law banning puberty blockers, hormones, or surgeries for minors if those procedures were contradictory to the child's biological gender. But families sued, challenging that law, and last week a federal judge ruled it violates the 14th Amendment, which provides equal protection and due process. The judge says transgender children deserve equal protection under the law. Idaho's Attorney General plans to appeal. Some powdered baby formula is being pulled from the shelves due to contamination issues. Sunday, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration warned consumers of possible bacterial contamination in Reckitt Mead Johnson's Nutramigen hypoallergenic powdered infant formula products. Manufacturers voluntarily recalled more than 675,000 cans of the formula. That was after the formula tested positive for Chronobacter bacteria, which can cause rare but potentially deadly infections in newborns. The FDA says that no illnesses have been reported to date. Coming up, the FBI and police in Rochester, New York are investigating whether a car crash early New Year's Day may have thwarted a terror attack. And Stacey Lee will return with a look at your first alert weather forecast.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
The secret of every great chef is their knives and how well they sharpen them. Imagine a knife taking this much abuse and didn't need sharpening. Imagine no more. Introducing the incredible NutriBlade knives from Granite Stone. Coated with Granite Stone non-stick, and made of stainless steel, one of the hardest substances on Earth for ultimate cutting-edge durability. Now everyone can chop, slice, and dice just like a pro.
Very comfortable, very sharp. I thought you had to be a professional chef to cut like this.
Yeah. Woo! This is really an incredible knife.
The Easy Grip rubberized handles deliver incredible control and accuracy. To chop salads in seconds, cut frozen solid meat with ease, and get razor-thin slices every time. The non-stick surface means food slides right off, and they're dishwasher safe. Plus, they'll stay razor sharp, guaranteed. Why pay hundreds? Today, you'll get this complete set of 6 NutriBlades for only $29.95. You'll get the powerful Santoku knife to chop large fruit and dice onions, the slicer for razor-thin veggies and deli meat, the serrated bread knife for slicing fresh, warm bread with ease, the ultralight chef knife with reduced surface area for less friction. This versatile utility blade is great in the kitchen and around your home. And the precision paring knife for peeling and garnishing. $29.95 is an amazing value, but order right now and we'll even ship them to you for free. So get your own NutriBlade knives from Granite Stone, the last knives you'll ever buy.
To order, call 1-800-524-6914 or go online to buynutriblade.com. That's 1-800-524-6914 or go to buynutriblade.com. Order now.
Oh no, you hate coming home to a dark house. You need the Bell & Howell Bionic Spotlight. The instant the motion sensor detects movement, Bionic Spotlight triggers 8 high-intensity LED lights that shower the entire area with light and then shuts off 30 seconds after it stops. Get the motion-activated Bionic Spotlight for just $19.95 with free shipping. If you order right now, you can double the offer and just pay a separate fee. 2 Bionic Spotlights backed by our 5-year warranty for one low-value price. And the shipping is free. Here's how to order.
Next live, Tamron Hall from the Tamron Hall Show. And Monday, healthy tips to start your new year as Strive for More in 24 kicks off.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And good morning. Happy New Year, y'all. Let's take a look at our Skywatch radar this morning. Here comes that system. It's on the west side of the state, the Olympic Peninsula, coming across the Seattle area, Everett. And we're even starting to see a little bit of snow in the Cascades, and that's going to be the situation as this system continues to push eastward. 37 degrees, though. Fairly clear skies this morning in the Tri-Cities. First time we've had a little bit of break from that fog. That fog will really start to dissipate later in the afternoon. We've got 85% humidity, though, so still a lot of moisture in the air. We have a dense fog advisory. Foothills of the Blues right on down the Columbia River Gorge. That will expire at noon today. So again, you could experience low visibility. We also had patchy black ice on the road, so be safe in those regions. But this morning is looking good visibility-wise. Walla Walla, Pendleton, Tri-Cities, Prosser seeing a little bit of fog in Yakima. It's dense fog once again through the Kittitas Valley. But as that system pushes to the east, that fog should start to move away and will transition to rain showers for later in the afternoon. Here's the weather pattern, that ridge of high pressure that was kind of holding that fog and low clouds over us for the last couple days. It's off to the east, and here comes our troughs of low pressure. This is that system coming through. Here's that snow later this afternoon and evening across the Cascades with scattered showers. Showers are going to arrive in the Tri-Cities much later in the day, if at all. It might break apart as the system moves through. We have another system will continue to push through on Wednesday as well. There's that low pressure, most of that impacting Oregon, Central Oregon and the Cascades there and off to the east. But don't worry, we've got a lot of active weather headed our way this weekend. We might finally get a bunch of snow in the Cascade Mountains this weekend. Let's take a look at our futurecast. Here's that system moving in. We see those snow showers here on the east slopes of the Cascades and into the Cascades. Here comes those showers later this afternoon and evening. Yakima could see some mixed precip. We're going to keep an eye on that. Temperatures are warm enough, though, that it should just be rain showers, and that storm continues to move to the east. Here's another band for us overnight Tuesday into early Wednesday morning, and we'll continue to see those snow showers in the Cascades. Cascades. Skiers, snowboarders, get happy because that snow is finally arriving. We've been waiting all winter for it, but as you can see, we have a very active weather pattern. Temperature trends are good. We're staying just slightly above the average in the Tri-Cities, dropping down a little bit as we move into the weekend. We will have cooler air moving into the area. This is what it looks like in Yakima. We're staying above the average there. Let's take a peek at our temperatures around the region. So the morning fog in some areas, that'll start to lift and transition to scattered showers through the area, and of course snow. If you have any trips over I-90 today, you might want to check the past report. But overall, temperatures staying on the warm side. Dayton 42, 41 Tri-Cities, 40 in Yakima. Mostly cloudy with those showers on and off tonight through the area. Look at those temps in the mid-30s and low 30s. Ellensburg at the freezing level. The rest of us kind of staying just barely above freezing. We'll keep an eye for mixed precip possible there in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Next 7 days, there it's what we got going on. Again, starting to get very unsettled as you get into your Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's when we're expecting some heavy mountain snow showers. We're talking maybe a foot of snow in the Cascades, which makes me very happy. I'll get my skis out this week and get them ready to go. Here's what it looks like in Walla Walla and Hermiston for the next 7 days. A little bit of fog there, some rain coming our way, and maybe even some mixed precipitation towards the end of the weekend. Riley?
Thank you, Stacy. The FBI and other law enforcement agencies are now investigating if a fiery crash outside of a New Year's concert in upstate New York was tied to terrorism and if a larger attack may have been avoided. ABC's Jay O'Brien has more.
This morning, a joint terrorism task force, including the FBI, investigating if the driver behind a deadly crash outside a New Year's Day concert in upstate New York was plotting an act of terrorism. Dashcam video capturing the blaze moments after a Ford Expedition plowed into another vehicle outside the Kodak Center in Rochester. At least 2 people are dead and several injured. The SUV's driver also hospitalized with life-threatening injuries. The fire taking almost an hour to put out.
The force of the collision caused the 2 vehicles to go through a group of pedestrians that were in the crosswalk and then into 2 other vehicles.
Police say at least a dozen gasoline canisters were found in and around the crumpled SUV, prompting terrorism concerns. More than 1,000 concertgoers ushered out of the packed venue, feet away from the wreckage.
When we did finally get outside and you saw the carnage of the cars and the one car burnt up, the smell of gasoline was just so intense. I couldn't believe how strong it was.
Law enforcement sources telling ABC News the driver of the SUV is from Syracuse, New York, roughly an hour and a half away, and drove his own car to the Syracuse airport before renting that extra-large SUV tied to the crash.
Broadly, all of this comes as for months, law enforcement across the country have been on high alert due to the ongoing Israel-Hamas war. U.S. officials say they're now encountering the most challenging threat environment since before 9/11. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, someone struck gold to start off the new year as the over $800 million Powerball jackpot has been won. We'll tell you where the winning ticket was sold. Coming up next.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Are you looking to give your space a winter makeover without breaking the piggy bank? Well, buckle up because it's winter clearance time at Meredith Furniture. Get the coolest furniture at the hottest prices. From snazzy sofas to bedazzling beds, we've got it all. And guess what? Snowy savings are falling like confetti. So whether you're into sleek and modern or cozy and classic, dash over to Meredith Furniture for the winter clearance event. Unwrap the savings and let your space shine. Hurry before these deals melt away. Meredith Furniture, where your style meets winter warmth. See you there.
Spin, win, and land on something huge at Wild Horse Resort and Casino in the $150,000 Mega Spin Extravaganza. Use your Club Wild card to earn entries every day. Then join us every Friday and Saturday when we'll call winners to spin the Mega Wheel and take home up to $16,000 in cash and free play. Mega Spin prizes increase until someone lands on it. Will you win the biggest one? Start earning entries today. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Tonight, the Celebrity Jeopardy semifinals are here.
Crazy!
Let's go big, Ken.
You're so smart. You are so smart. And Ken, obviously.
Yeah, let's make this about me.
Celebrity Jeopardy returns new tonight on ABC.
Hulu's killer hit comedy, Only Murders in the Building, is now on ABC for an exclusive winter event.
Whoa!
Raise your hand if you just got chills. Only Murders in the Building, tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Next live, Tamron Hall from the Tamron Hall Show. And Monday, healthy tips to start your new year as Strive for More in 24 kicks off.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back, everyone. Someone will be kicking off the new year as a mega millionaire. Check your Powerball lottery ticket because a single ticket in Michigan matched all the numbers for Monday night's drawing worth $842 million.
Now, it was bought at a store in a suburb of Flint, Michigan. The winning numbers are 12, 21, 42, 44, 49, and the Powerball was 1.
And this is the 5th largest Powerball jackpot and 10th largest U.S. lottery jackpot ever won. The cash value is an estimated $425 million.
And there were also 6 winning tickets that matched all 5 white balls. Those tickets were sold in California, Connecticut, Florida, Maryland, and Texas. So they get something, Riley. And this is mine. Now, not the winning ticket, didn't get the million, but it's a $7 winner, so now I get to reinvest, right?
Exactly, there you go. It is something, it is not $425 million.
$7, I'll take it.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I'll have a look at your first alert weather forecast that's coming up. Right now outside, though, mostly clear skies and a balmy 37.
Ooh. And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, new surveys are showing President Biden flagging behind former President Trump as we officially enter an election year. And an Iranian warship has reportedly sailed into the Red Sea just a day after U.S. forces killed several Houthi rebels.
In today's Tech Bites, the value of X has reportedly plunged. According to Axios, Fidelity estimates the platform is worth 71% less than when Elon Musk bought it 15 months ago for $44 billion. Musk changed the name from Twitter, fired thousands of employees, and clashed with advertisers. Next, Meta is dropping the price of its Oculus Quest 2 virtual reality headset. It's been on sale for $250 for the last 2 months. Now the company is making that sale price permanent. And Chinese electric vehicle maker BYD says it produced 3 million new vehicles last year. That puts the company on track to outdo Tesla's production for a second straight year. As of the third quarter, Elon Musk's company was on pace to produce fewer than 2 million electric vehicles. Did you hear the one about the electric car that finished the race early? Yeah, it turns out it was a short circuit. Those are your Tech Bites.
Some people just know that the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not one based on Paul. You don't want to ride with Paul. Or Sarah. Not today, anyway. And you don't want a rate based on Ben. He's got some important business to take care of. Why would you pay a rate based on anyone else? With Allstate, you're connected to a rate based on you.
Bye-bye, cough.
Later, chest congestion. Hello, 12 hours of relief.
12 hours? Not coughing? Hashtag still not coughing?
Mucinex DM gives you 12 hours of relief from chest congestion and any type of cough, day or night. Mucinex DM. It's comeback season.
Nature's Bounty Hair Growth. Help grow thicker, fuller hair with just 1 capsule a day of Advanced Hair Complex. Conquer hair thinning.
And fall in love with your hair all over again.
Only from Nature's Bounty.
Amid new polls showing President Biden's dropping approval ratings, Republican presidential candidates prepare for the Iowa caucuses now less than 2 weeks away. And a potential escalation in the Red Sea, where Iran-backed Houthi rebels have been attacking commercial ships in a show of support for Hamas's war against Israel.
And we've been socked in with fog. Are we going to be able to climb out of it today? I'll give you all the details coming up in my First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Stacey Lee. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We've definitely been seeing this fog for weeks now.
Right.
Like, I think it's seriously been going on for weeks. Are we finally going to be seeing it kind of push out?
I think we really are, Riley. It's looking good so far this morning for some of us. Let's take a peek at our tower cam right now, Dust Devil Sky Cam. Look, you can see the lights in Pasco, 37 degrees. The humidity level still high, but not in that 90s percentile where we've been. And our temperature staying pretty consistent at 37. So the good news is we're seeing the fog lift here in the Columbia Basin this morning. Now there is a dense fog advisory in place till noon today. Again, foothills of the Blues down the Columbia River Gorge. Some folks, though, are getting a little bit of a break. Our visibility looks really good where the advisory is. We are seeing a little bit of fog in Prosser and Yakima. It's still pretty thick in the Kittitas Valley, Cle Elum to Ellensburg. But everywhere else, we're finally getting a little bit of lift out of that fog. It's still going to be cloudy, though, and look for those overcast conditions through 8 o'clock this morning in Yakima. Those cloudy skies in the Tri-Cities with temperatures approaching 40 a little bit later this morning, and in Walla Walla, that fog still kind of hanging in, but getting a bit of a break. So here's what's coming up the next couple of days. We'll see clearing skies, scattered showers with possible rain mixed with snow in some areas later today. Light mountain snow across the Cascades, and we're unsettled into the weekend. I'll give you all the details in my First Alert full weather forecast. Riley?
Thank you, Stacey. Now to the race for president. The Iowa caucus is just days away, and yet another poll is showing good news for former President Trump in a possible general election matchup with President Biden. Here's ABC's Rhiannon Alley.
This morning, a new poll shows President Biden losing ground to former President Trump among Latinos and younger voters. The USA Today Suffolk University survey shows Trump with a 39% support among the Latino demographic, compared to Biden's 34%. Back in 2020, Biden got 65% support from Latino voters. Concerns about the economy and the border have weighed on voters. The poll also finds Trump now leading Biden among voters under age 35, many concerned about climate change and the Middle East.
Are you ready to work hard over these next 2 weeks so that we win the Iowa caucus?
Meanwhile, the Republican primary candidates are making their final push, with the Iowa caucuses now less than 2 weeks away. Trump is leading in Iowa by more than 30 points. Less than 3 points separate Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley.
Donald Trump is running on his issues. Nikki Haley is running on her donors' issues. I'm the only one running on your issues.
DeSantis attacking Haley after her recent rise in the polls, gaining ground on Trump in New Hampshire. That state's Republican governor, who endorsed Haley, is now calling on Chris Christie to drop out to give Haley a better chance against Trump.
Chris Christie's a friend, but his race is at an absolute dead end. This is a two-person race, right? It's between Trump and Nikki Haley.
But the former New Jersey governor is not backing down, recently launching a 7-figure ad campaign.
Some people say I should drop out of this race. Really? I'm the only one saying Donald Trump is a liar. New Hampshire, it's up to you.
The results from the Iowa caucuses will not be known until early March on Super Tuesday. An Iranian warship has reportedly sailed into the Red Sea after the U.S. Navy answered a distress call and ended up sinking 3 boats that were reportedly attacking a cargo ship. It started late Saturday when the Singapore-flagged Maersk cargo ship reported being hit by a missile as it sailed through the southern Red Sea. Sunday, 4 boats attacked the same ship and tried to board it. When Navy helicopters responded, they came under fire from the boats, so they returned fire, sinking 3 of them.
We're going to put the kind of forces we need in the region to protect those interests.
The 4th boat escaped. The Iran-backed Houthi rebels say 10 of their people were killed. They're blamed for almost 24 attacks in the last 6 weeks. Stacey Lee is here with a look at your morning weather forecast.
And we finally see some fog moving out of the region today, but get ready for active weather, even showers and maybe some mixed precip headed our way. It's all coming up in your First Alert full weather forecast.
A missing foreign exchange student from China has been located and returned to his family after he had been reported as kidnapped in what police are calling a cyber kidnapping scam.
What happened?
Found someone dead.
What?
Only Murders in the Building is now on ABC.
I think we could solve this case.
For an exclusive winter event. I'm so on board with this. Only Murders in the Building, tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Watch me. Watch me jump, dive, and splash. Put me by a pool, I'll be soaked in a flash. A girl in the water to swim like a fish. Just 2 simple legs. That was my wish. I'm a sea turtle, shark, a seal on a slide. This is my day of fun, with nothing to hide. Watch me. Pioneers in orthotic and prosthetic technology at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Come along as we travel to Priest Lake, Idaho, and meet some folks having fun with sled dogs.
Let's go, let's go.
It's a one-of-a-kind Fly the Northwest adventure you'll never forget.
We also do some racing.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Teens have drama.
1 more minute.
Braces add more drama.
Oh, how does anyone do this?
Invisalign is better oral hygiene and no drama.
I was made for sport. I used to have bounce. And unlike Nutrish Whole Health Blend, I contain nothing that would help your dog live a happy, healthy life. I mean, I used to smell like the can.
Helping dogs, dog healthy.
Exciting news. US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with a stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music. Green screen. And action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man. It's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
New and current customers can get the iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular.
You need a fan, but they're bulky, awkward, and never put the breeze exactly where you want it. Introducing My Fold-Away Fan from Bell & Howell, the compact cordless fan that unfolds into your own personal wind machine and extends to nearly 4 feet high. Its lightweight, portable design makes it easier than ever to have a targeted breeze anywhere. Plus, this whisper-quiet fan has 3 separate speeds, making personalizing your comfort a breeze. My Fold-Away Fan's rechargeable lithium battery lasts up to 10 hours, and it has enough power to blast a breeze to the other side of this room. Its unique telescoping stand allows you to place it on the floor, so the breeze will reach anywhere with ease. Then the whole thing folds away for easy storage. Get My Fold-Away Fan from Bell & Howell for just 2 payments of $19.99. It comes with the USB cable to make charging fast and easy. My Fold-Away Fan. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-349-4196. That's 1-800-349-4196 or go to myfoldawayfan.com.
Stacey Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
A teenager in Utah has survived a scam known as cyber kidnapping. The scammers are targeting foreign exchange students and their families, and they're walking away with tens of thousands of dollars. ABC's Derek Dennis explains.
This morning, a 17-year-old Chinese exchange student has been found safe by police in Utah, camping out in the woods cold and alone. He speaks broken English and had been reported kidnapped by his family in China after they paid a ransom demand of $80,000.
The parents reported to school officials that they received a photograph of their child that would indicate he was abducted, and they requested a ransom.
Turns out it was a scam known as cyber kidnapping, in which kidnappers target foreign exchange students and their families, telling each that the other is in danger, and then convincing the student to isolate themselves, send pictures or cell phone videos, making it look like they're being held captive to their parents, who in turn hand over ransom money electronically.
Actors are able to manipulate both a victim and their family into believing that something has happened to the victim.
Brandon Amaker is a cybersecurity expert and instructor at Utah Valley University and says these unknown actors are crafty.
They are likely targeting, people who are very out of their element, people who are new in a new country, new environment where they're very unfamiliar with law enforcement. They're very unfamiliar culturally.
Authorities are trying to track down the so-called cyber kidnappers, starting with the money that was transferred to Chinese banks. As for the 17-year-old student, he was rescued by police 3 days after his reported kidnapping. His story, a lesson to other parents of kids studying or even working abroad.
I think it is important that we talk to our children before they leave to be a foreign exchange student or to be a missionary somewhere else around the world, that we tell them that this is a possibility, and just because somebody contacts you online doesn't mean it's real.
The scam typically stops when the communication stops, so victims are advised to cut off communication and contact authorities as soon as a threat is made. Coming up, the University of Washington Huskies had a chance to punch their ticket to the College Football National Championship New Year's Day. We'll have highlights from the Sugar Bowl when we come back, and Stacey Lee will return with a look at your First Alert weather forecast.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Apple Valley Eats.
All right, so my job here is the food and beverage executive chef. I've been here 10 years. Started off here as an entry-level cook. I was given the opportunity to step into the executive chef role, which is the position that I'm in. I've been in that position for about 6 years now, almost. What I do here, I handle not so much the day-to-day operations, but everything that goes into the menu planning, the SOPs for all of the cooks, recipes, ensuring all the recipes are all the same, the consistency, the vision of the food and beverage department as far as the aesthetics, what is it going to look like, what does the food preparation look like. We have everything from catering, fast food, employee meals, which is a cafeteria style setting, and then obviously our bread and butter, what we do, a buffet here at Legends. What we like to do here is try to keep our team members happy, try to be versatile with them, try to be flexible, whatever needs that they may have, we try to accommodate. We do have childcare here on property, so if somebody needs to drop their kids off at childcare, that option's always there. You could come into our department with no experience at all, but we're gonna show you how to hold a knife, we're gonna show you how to cut vegetables, we're gonna show you how to cut meat, we're gonna show you how to use all the equipment. Is the comfort of knowing that I'm gonna have my consistent 40 hours a week. And that goes from everywhere from a dishwasher all the way up to my position. It's another benefit of working here at Legends. I like to think of it more as a career rather than a job.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
The back end was in the back seat. There was nothing left of the rear.
Danny was in pain, and the insurance company was giving him the runaround.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company that I didn't have. I felt very comforted. I felt like I was going to be taken care of, that I didn't have to worry about it.
The insurance company couldn't run around me, and Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
We can't help what you do before you go to bed, but we can make sure the sleep is solid once you finally get there. And during the extended New Year's super sale at Denver Mattress, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or purchase a Tempur-Pedic and get a $300 gift. Check out the Summit for only $299.99, plus 6 years no interest financing and free shipping. Here's to 365 nights of better sleep. Happy New Year from Denver Mattress.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone from US Cellular.
She's here.
Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And good Tuesday morning to you and Happy New Year. Here we are, the second day of 2024. We've got a nice big system moving into the area. The Olympic Peninsula seeing those showers, some mixed precip in the upper elevations. We've got showers through the Everett area, and we are starting to see a little bit of snow develop in the northern portion of the Cascades this morning. 37 degrees on our Dust Devil Sky Cam this morning. Not a bad morning. Finally, that fog lifting up out of the area. We've been socked in for days and days. There still is a dense fog advisory in the eastern portion or the Blue Mountains down to the Columbia River Gorge to the Dalles area, but that's going to lift up today. We're finally going to break out of that cloud cycle, and things are looking good visibility wise this morning for Walla Walla, Pendleton, Hermiston, Tri-Cities. A little pocket of fog here in Prosser, but still good visibility. A little bit of dense thick soup there in Cle Elum and Ellensburg today. Weather pattern for the next couple of days, we have that ridge of low pressure that was holding those fog and the clouds down in our area, but now we've got a ridge moving in, and that's going to bring the showers as we're seeing, and we'll start to see those snow showers developing in the Cascades and along the east slopes. Not expecting a huge accumulation today, but we're expecting a bigger storm coming this weekend, which will bring some pretty decent amount of snow to the Cascade Mountains. Finally, we've been waiting for that all year. This is what it looks like on Wednesday. Again, scattered showers possible early in the morning. By the afternoon, most of our region should clear out, but we'll see the snow showers develop in the Cascades of Oregon and in the northern portion, and then back to the southern Cascades of Washington. So we do have active weather coming for the next couple of days. Let's time things out on Futurecast. Here we go. This is when we'll start to see those snow showers. We could even see some mixed precip in Yakima. East Slope's going to see a little bit of snow. We'll see those showers develop into the Columbia Basin later in the afternoon, early evening, and then that storm will just kind of keep coming. It's a little unorganized, but we'll continue to see this overnight Tuesday into Wednesday morning. Look for a wet day at the bus stop there. Heavy showers through the Yakima Valley, and then we'll start to clear out, but we're not done. We'll see more snow showers in the Cascades. Again, not bringing heavy accumulation this part of the week, but later on into the weekend, that will change and we'll start to see some heavy snow falling in the Cascades. So it's about time, right? Look for the fog in some areas, scattered showers, and even some snow showers across the Cascade Mountains today. Mostly cloudy with showers in the area tonight. Most of us staying just above the freezing level in the region. Here's what it looks like the next 7 days in Yakima. Those rain conditions on and off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, a little brief period of dryness, and then we get right back into the unsettled weather for the weekend with a chance of mixed precip coming later next week. Let's talk about Tri-Cities. We'll see those showers through the area. Could see a sun break on Thursday. That would be nice. And then we've got scattered showers Friday, Saturday, chance on Sunday with some mixed precip possible for us on Monday. In Walla Walla, we've got that fog kind of lingering, but it's looking pretty good this afternoon. Temperatures, again, staying right about average, warming up into the later part of this week. And then we start to cool down where we're going to get unsettled from Friday through Monday in Walla Walla. Could see some mixed precip both Sunday and Monday, and that is rain mixed with snow. Riley?
Stacy. The Seattle Seahawks took to Lumen Field on New Year's Eve, hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday afternoon. It would be a rough one to watch for the Seattle faithful, as the Seahawks defense would give up 30 points at home to a Steelers offense led by backup QB Mason Rudolph, who would throw for 274 yards, but it would be the run game that would be the sore spot for the Seahawks. Steelers running back Najee Harris went for 122 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Seattle now finds themselves facing a must-win situation on the road next week against the Cardinals in order to keep their playoff hopes alive. The University of Michigan shut down Alabama Monday in the Rose Bowl. The victory was hard-won. Both the Wolverines and Crimson Tide were tied at 20 at the end of regulation. That forced the game into overtime. For only the second time in the Bowl's more than 100-year history, Michigan pulled it out in the end, scoring a touchdown to win 27-20. That gives number 1 ranked team a chance at the national championship. If the Wolverines can win that, it will mark the first time the team has topped college football since 1997. Their opponents will be the University of Washington after the Huskies took home the big win against the University of Texas in the Sugar Bowl last night. The Huskies managed to hold off the Longhorns for a final score of 37-31. Washington's quarterback Michael Penix Jr. put on a historic performance, throwing for 430 yards and 2 touchdowns. Star running back Dylan Johnson would also add 2 more touchdowns on the ground before being carted off the field in Washington's final offensive drive. Now the Washington Huskies will face off against the Michigan Wolverines to see who will reign supreme.
Obviously, I'm proud. I'm proud of the way our guys every single week bring everything they've got, and a lot of people make choices to do something special, but the work doesn't always support the goals that they have. And these guys don't just do it on game day; they do it each and every day.
The 2024 College Football Playoffs National Championship game will be played on January 8th in Houston, Texas. The kickoff is at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. With the NHL's Winter Classic on the horizon, the city of Seattle is preparing to host the event in the Kraken's 5th year of existence, and their opponents know just what it's like to be the new kids on the block. Chris Daniels reports.
It is perhaps fitting that inside a baseball stadium, you can use the line from an old movie. If you build it, they will come.
Our rink from first base to third base in the infield, and then you got to go home plate, and then you got to go the whole outfield.
That's at least what National Hockey League Vice President Steve Mayer is hoping, that within a week and a half, T-Mobile Park will go from this to this. A fully formed rink with sea creatures and a faux marina. As you can see, crews are building a stage to allow for players to leave what is normally a dugout to get to the rink.
This is everything we thought it was going to be.
The Seattle Kraken have pursued this event since the awarding of the franchise 5 years ago. A marquee outdoor game, the first of its kind in Seattle history. The NHL says the city's sound will be on display too, with rockers Hart and Sir Mix-a-Lot performing rinkside. Mayor says the roof has allowed for crews to be ahead of schedule and home for the holidays, something that hasn't happened with events like this in the past.
We know there's a tradition of weather, and to be able to take the risk out of the equation, it's really about the build.
The Kraken and Vegas Golden Knights will drop the puck, hopefully with the roof open, in this different type of Field of Dreams on New Year's Day. In Seattle, Chris Daniels, KOMO News.
When we come back, college bowl season gets a little crazier year after year, and one of the newest bowls has already made history. We'll have the details from Orlando's Pop-Tarts Bowl when we come back.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Next live, Tamron Hall from the Tamron Hall Show. And Monday, healthy tips to start your new year as Strive for More in 24 kicks off.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Enjoy nature with McBee Mountain being a short hike away, and return to Anilari, where every sip of wine showcases Washington's beautiful terroir. Try one of Anilari's house-made pizzas where creativity and unique flavors change seasonally to pair with their delicious full-bodied wines. Take in the views of Red Mountain and experience the true meaning of farm to table, showcasing the fruit of the land and their efforts. Make your reservation to visit Anilari Winery today.
Ben Franklin Transit is hiring safety-oriented coach operators. Become a crucial part of the Tri-Cities community and provide a vital service to our riders. Get out from behind a desk and experience a workday that keeps you moving. Enjoy CDL training, comprehensive benefits, and generous paid time off. When you're driving for Ben Franklin Transit, you're part of a growing team of community-oriented professionals. Apply now to join the Ben Franklin Transit team.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills, but thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on, and your information is gone, both on the front and through the back. Even if the paper is held up to the light, even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. So block it out before you throw it out. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. This offer is not available on Amazon, so call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-803-0512. That's 1-800-803-0512. Or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-803-0512 now.
Volunteer CEO Mark Brault has earned Grace Clinic a $1,000 donation from STCU.
We are completely community funded. We don't get government funding. We rely on the community. We don't charge for anything we do. We serve a low-income, uninsured population, and everything that we do is free.
STCU Volunteers Count honors volunteers in our communities. Please tell us a story of someone you believe is making an impact.
The Sled Dogs of Priest Lake tonight.
And let's take a peek at what's going on today close to home. Now, those temperatures are going to be rising above average in the Yakima Valley, 40s there, a little bit chilly in Cle Elum. And we are going to start to see some rain and snow develop there a little bit later this afternoon, early afternoon. A little bit closer to home in the Columbia Basin, those temperatures on the warm side still above average, and we'll see showers developing later in the afternoon. And a little bit of fog. The fog advisory will expire at noon today for the foothills of the Blues. Temperatures, though, on the warm-ish side there as well. Look at Dayton at 42. So that's what it looks like close to home today.
Sports history was made at this year's Pop-Tarts Bowl down in Orlando, Florida. This was all over social media. Everyone was, quite frankly, obsessed with it.
There we are. Well, we have so many random bowl games in college, but this is how you stand out. Now, ABC's Danny New has all the delicious details.
Melrose stopped! Michigan makes a stand!
New Year's Day sports may have all been about the college football playoff, but the rest of the weekend was about a Pop-Tart making history.
We'll kick it away.
On Friday, Kansas State and NC State squared off in Orlando's Pop-Tarts Bowl, which quickly became a viral sensation online. One ex-user even writing, quote, "The Pop-Tart Bowl was one of the greatest things to ever happen to college football."
Welcome back to the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
But I haven't even told you why this got so much attention. After Kansas State won the game, the mascot, whose name is Strawberry, emerged on top of a toaster, getting ready to pop in the toaster and become the quote-unquote first edible mascot in sports history.
The 2023 Pop-Tarts Bowl champions of the world!
Coaches and players grabbing fistfuls of Strawberry, devouring an edible recreation of the mascot, because I don't think they actually ate a human being inside a costume. I hope. But social media quickly became obsessed with the existential crisis of a living baked good being born to then get consumed.
Giddens on the link up.
After the game, Kansas State running back DJ Giddens, I think, did a good job describing what that was like for everyone.
It was crazy, man. It was crazy.
However, not all foods are like Strawberry. Yesterday in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, the mascot also made a grand entrance, but he was holding a sign just confirming that he is a, quote, non-edible mascot.
I love it. That is great.
That is great.
And I think I know what my Halloween costume will be this year.
Oh my goodness.
A Pop-Tart. That's pretty cool.
That's great. I was seeing this all over social media. I was a little